Now we're live. Good Super Bowl 58 Sunday morning. I am going to do an abbreviated every Saturday, a Small Business Saturday, because I didn't produce one yesterday because I was having technical issues, camera issues, technology issues, and it took me 2 hours, but I got it figured out. But in doing so, I changed my cameras, and I think it's going to be for the better, but I'm talking into Facebook Live, and behind me is my YouTube going simultaneously. And you can actually see the picture of what they are saying. Maybe that's my triple self-portrait. Yeah. Some really important things, some great things happened this week with the Celebrate Business Project, and I wanted to share them with you. I've actually, I guess I kind of fulfilled a long-time dream that I've had with things, and I've established very quickly established a relationship with the Ohio SBA office. It's been a bizarre week in communications going back and forth, but the great news is that tomorrow at 11 o'clock, I have a Google Meet and greet next tomorrow at 11 o'clock with, and I'm very, very excited about it because the Small Business Administration should be up on that computer. It is up on that computer. Let's get it up on that computer. Okay, that's the website of SBA.gov, the Small Business Administration. I don't know if you can, yeah, I guess you can see it a little bit. At any rate, the Small Business Administration, it's a governmental agency. Not exactly sure how old it is. I better find that out. Their purpose is to work with small businesses in the United States, and to in cases where a business plan or a business plan was acceptable, they would guarantee 90% of the loan that a local bank would make to your small business. So for numbers' sake, let's say that the bank agreed to $100,000, the SBA would guarantee $90,000 of that loan, with the bank taking a 10% risk. And that's a great one for the banks, but they're well, at any rate, my reason for wanting to get with the Small Business Administration is that May is National Small Business Month. In my lifetime, I've only celebrated National Small Business Week, which is, in this case, it's the first part of Small Business Month. At any rate, the third day of National Small Business Month is my 75th birthday. And just coincidentally, I have been celebrating business for 75 years, as I am a third generation small business owner in my family. And so it's a great thrill to be able to share, and I'm looking forward to Terry's question. Well, why should we? Actually, he at this point. This is how crazy it's going. I left a voicemail for him. I never met him. I just did research, and that was the individual I wanted to leave a voicemail with. So I did, and later on that afternoon, he responded that he got my voicemail, and I told him that I was going to send him a private video email. I'd record it on YouTube, but it'd be private, and I would send it to him. And that was the essence of why we wanted to talk. So I sent him that. He calls. I don't remember if he called me or texted me. I don't know what it was. He said he could not open the YouTube URL that I sent to him, and I've run into that problem one other time, and so I tried to fix it the way I fixed it the other time, and not knowing there was going to be a problem, and then he couldn't open that one either, so I sent him an email, and I attached to the email, within the email, the script that I had written out that I was reading in the video. I just sent him the script. It was bizarre. It was great. I've never had that kind of experience before. It was a lot of fun. So we will meet in a Google Meet and Greet tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and I'm really looking forward to that. Also, this week, for all you baby boomers who may be watching this, it was 60 years ago, I think Thursday, that the Beatles from England, from London, from Liverpool, invaded the United States in the British explosion. And we all have memories of the British explosion. Well, interesting to that, another time in my life, I took older part of my family to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland. And if you ever get to Cleveland, absolutely, you have to see it. It was a great place. And then later on, maybe in that same month, it was just a couple weeks later, I ended up taking my sons. At that time, they were relatively young. Well, they were young. I took them to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and then I just asked folks, well, what impact did music have on you, or what did you find most interesting in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And across the board, it was the British invasion. And it impacted a lot of folks. And well, at any rate, 60 years ago this week, however, coincidentally, happening later on today, the most fantastic marketing and sales case study that I've witnessed in my lifetime. And I've been studying it I'm obviously talking about, they're calling it the Taylor Bowl. And if they do call it the Taylor Bowl, she has earned the right to it. It's just incredible. If you asked me if you played a Taylor Swift song, I would have no idea that it's Taylor Swift. None whatsoever. I don't know her music at all. People tell me I would enjoy it, but I just have never listened to her music. I started to study Taylor Swift organization from a marketing sales perspective when she came to Cincinnati, where I live. And she did 2 concerts here in Cincinnati. In the period of those 2 concerts, accurate studies show that the economy she stimulated the local economy by $92 million for her 2 concerts. And I said, wow. And I kind of watched the things that were going on, and it was amazing. So I have followed her. And then Travis, I don't know how long Travis has been in the picture, but the most unbelievable thing about all of the craziness that is going on, Taylor Swift organization, however it was done, have been the first ones to crack the NFL code. The NFL code, I don't know. It's well, they have a franchise to protect, and Taylor Swift broke that code. And congratulations, Taylor. It was it's just fantastic, and the things that are going on with that. But both those, I've been putting thought to both of those ideas in this week. Oh, by the way, with the 60th anniversary, I forgot something else I did this week. With the British invasion, I messengered, I guess. I don't know how. Yeah, I guess I must have messengered because I saw he was online. My high school friend Joe Vitale, and I knew that he had a friendship with Ringo Starr, and I knew that because last year Joe posted a picture of Ringo, his arm around Ringo, or Ringo's arm around his shoulder. I don't know what it was, but I said, wow. He actually met Ringo in 1979. Joe texted back. I'm sure they have drummed together in the lifetime, but I connected with Joe this week. Okay. We can review Taylor. What else did I want to? I think I hit. Oh no, I didn't hit one of the most important things. Thank goodness I write things down. Where's your teleprompter when you need one? I got too many computers going already. I don't need a teleprompter. Just someone to keep me organized. Ambassadors to the Celebrate Business Project, extremely important. A lot of my personal efforts are going towards corporations, banks, but I also want to create ambassadors in all the 387 metropolitan statistical areas that there are in the country. That's where we want to spend our objective, as we announced New Year's Day, that every Saturday is Small Business Saturday, will be live streamed, whatever configuration of the configuration of computers will change, because here's how they will be configured when we produce from where I'm sitting. But also part of the project is to go out into the areas and live stream the broadcast from offices in those markets. So that's the things that we are doing, and we've got some things going. some plans for, I said, for National Small Business Month. So got that whole thing going. But I want to have ambassadors. I want to have the individuals, and I want to have a private community. It's going to be absolutely private. There will be a one-time, lifetime membership fee of $99. What do you get for your $99? Well, you get a lot of fun. Once a month, we'll have some kind of cyberspace happy hour, just to have some fun, totally social, nothing to do with business. That'll happen once a month. When I come into the various MSAs, and here's where it's going to get a lot of fun. The first night that I am in that MSA, I will host a cocktail party, a wine and cheese celebration for any ambassadors in that metropolitan area, and also they or somebody that they choose on their behalf the next morning in that community, wherever we are. I want to introduce a network. Networking is a big part of anybody's business. There's different forms, different ways we do it. I have created an exercise that I want to try out. I know what the end result is going to be, but we're going to have a lot of fun with it. But actually, well, we'll wait to see if you want to become a part of it. But that's going to happen the morning that we're in, the first morning of any community that we're in. Details to be determined. And here's where it's really is very, very important. Anybody, and this is why I have to limit them, anybody who at this time, I'm going to do it for 100 people. I don't know how many people, how crazy it gets after 100. As many as I can of those 100 folks, of anybody who becomes a lifetime ambassador within our private community. Any one of those folks will, on their behalf, will have a 19-minute Celebrate Business marketing and sales conversation with me. And that's the purpose of the project, is to produce as many of those as we can in any one market. If we're in that market we can do it in 1 week. There's a direct mail component to us coming into the market. I've got so many samples. Here's one. Here's one I suggested to a company. Doesn't matter. There were QR codes. 11. Well, in this case, there were 11 QR codes. Each one of those QR codes represents a link to that YouTube production. So I will be producing it for my uses on YouTube and all the various uses I have. I will give that URL to you to use for any social media, digital publishing that you do. And so it'll be a major impact. That's an important part of the program. So what I'm trying to say is to the ambassadors, if it's not for you yourself, it might be a friend. Well, what was one of my I don't want to when I published my book in 2007, I created an envelope with the book on the front cover, and underneath it said, Give the Gift of Entrepreneurship. And I did a whole campaign to market the book, with that whole thing. And I've always wanted to use it. I use it, but I've never really focused on it. And it's a nice way now too, because if you don't want to have that 19-minute marketing and sales conversation with me, give it to somebody who does, because it will help their small business to get to the next stage. That's my personal guarantee. So that's the things I wanted to share with you. Thank you for 21 minutes of your time today. In the abbreviated, there will not be an every Sunday, although for me, every Sunday has been in my lifetime. We will only produce, well, I won't say only, Saturdays is our major focus. And hopefully, we'll see you the next Saturday, which may very well be the best Saturday. We'll see you then. To my friends on YouTube, for you, why did it go so dark? Next Saturday may be the very best Saturday for you too. We'll see you then. I need to turn this thing off. Oh, there it is.